My name is Sara. I am currently attending White Mountains Community College, and my professional goal is to become a nurse. When trying to decide where I wanted to go to school, I had to do a lot of research. I wanted to find a school that was both close to home, comfortable, and definitely affordable for me. I chose to go to White Mountains Community College for the nursing program to get my associate's degree. And if later on in life I decide that I want to further my education and get my bachelor's degree in nursing, I can transfer to a different school to pursue that end of my career. Staying in New Hampshire and going to school at White Mountains Community College was one of the best decisions that I could have made. First of all, some of my fellow students said that it would be just like going to high school over again and being with your same fellow classmates and going through the same rotations as you did in high school, but it's completely different. Going to college is awesome and you get so much more respect from teachers, and being in northern New Hampshire is just awesome, and going to college here is perfect. I knew that going into school I was going to have to balance my studying time with my working time because I'm the one that's paying for my college. And it has been an obstacle to do both between studying and working, but it is definitely possible and it's worth it if you get into the right field. Going to college, I knew that I was going to have to apply for financial aid. And some people believe that it's hard to file for financial aid and going through the FAFSA process. But for me, I just sat down with my parents and maybe a sibling here and there, and they helped me out a little bit. Going to school too, if I needed any help, they were always willing to help with it. And the best bit of advice that I could give is to do it yourself and to have people help you. Don't have somebody do it for you, because in the future, when you need to do it again, you won't know how to do it if you had somebody else do it for you. At White Mountains Community College, I'm studying to be a nurse, and I knew that I would have to take a lot of science classes, and science hasn't always been my strong point, but going into my A&P class, my science teacher was very supportive, and she helped me every step of the way. And you shouldn't be afraid that going to college that they won't be there for you and that they won't help you out, because they're definitely there to back you up, and they're not trying to fail you, they're trying to make you succeed. Growing up, I knew that my parents had never gone to college, and I knew that at some points in their lives they had struggled, and they didn't want that for me. It was kind of an unspoken expectation for us to go to college, and it was kind of something I wanted to do because I wanted a direction to go in my life, and I knew that I wanted to be able to support myself in my future. Going to college was an easy decision for me. Some people are afraid to go because of the cost and how expensive it can be, but it's definitely a good investment. You can further your education and you can actually set goals for yourself. For me, it's to become a nurse, and I feel like if I don't get my education, I won't have the impact on people that I want to have from becoming a nurse. And some people just think that a degree is just a piece of paper and it's meaningless, but it's just awesome. Like, you get your degree and it's like you've reached your goal and you're finally there, and then you can just continue your life and live and be happy. The best piece of advice I could give to any student is to go out and pursue your education as soon as you graduate from high school. But before you graduate, make sure that you go out and explore your options and go see different colleges and check out the different professions and what you could do. But after you graduate, don't hesitate to go to school, because the longer you wait, the harder it will be to get back into school. And if you go to school and you get your degree, the road will be pretty much paved for you to get into the profession that you want. Going to school, some people think that it'll be like a giant step into the world and you won't know what to expect, but going to school I actually met some great people, and there's one woman that reminds me of my mom so much, and we actually joke around and call her my mom, and I help her out and she helps me out, and it's just nice to have someone there that you're comfortable with, and there are people there that you'll develop relationships with and be comfortable with at school. Going through high school, my parents sat down with me at one point and they asked me, what do I want to do with my life? And at that point I wasn't sure, and I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do, and my sister became an RN and was going through nursing school, and that interested me, but my parents weren't forcing me in any type of direction, and I found that to be very important, because to have my parents tell me, oh, you need to do this or you need to do that, that's not very encouraging to me. And some people, if their parents tell them to do something, they might rebel and not try and do it as much as if they wanted to do it themselves. So just to let the kids have the option to do what they want to do is very important for college students. My name is Sarah, and I believe all New Hampshire students can be college bound.